Hello again, my friend. I was hoping you'd find your way back here tonight. As you lie there in the quiet dark, imagine for a moment that you're not in your bed at all, but drifting high above a world where the clouds shimmer with ruby dust and the rain falls as liquid iron. It sounds like a dream, but these places are real, scattered across the galaxy, waiting for us to wonder about them. So let your body sink deeper into the mattress, let your breathing slow to a gentle rhythm, and let your mind wander among the stars. We're about to visit some very strange skies together. Tonight, I'll share a handful of quiet discoveries about alien atmospheres, each one a tiny window into weather that no human has ever felt. There's no need to remember any of it, just let the images drift through your thoughts like clouds. And if you fall asleep somewhere along the way, that's exactly how it should be. If nights like these help you unwind, consider subscribing, and I'll be here whenever you need a voice to guide you into rest. Now, let's begin. On some distant worlds, the clouds are not made of water vapor but of tiny, shimmering gemstones. Imagine a sky filled with a soft, rosy haze where microscopic crystals of corundum float and swirl in the gentle currents. This is the same mineral that, on Earth, forms the deep red of a ruby or the tranquil blue of a sapphire. In the warm upper layers of these alien atmospheres, the conditions are just right for these crystals to condense and drift like a slow-motion ballet of colored light. A sunset there would be a quiet spectacle, the entire sky glowing with the soft, diffused sparkle of countless tiny jewels, a peaceful, silent rain of stardust. There are worlds where the very air is so heavy and hot that iron itself becomes a liquid mist. On these enormous gas giants, deep within their turbulent atmospheres, the pressure and temperature reach a point where iron vapor condenses into a molten rain. Picture a vast, dark cloudscape, illuminated only by distant flashes of lightning, and through it falls a slow, heavy curtain of liquid metal. It's not a violent storm, but a silent, persistent drizzle, each droplet a bead of glowing iron descending through the thick, velvety darkness. It's a rain that would never touch a solid surface, simply falling forever into deeper, denser layers of the planet's endless sky. Astronomers have found a class of planets called hot Jupiters, gas giants that hug their parent stars so tightly that a year lasts only a few Earth days. This fierce proximity locks one side in perpetual daylight and the other in eternal night, creating a vast temperature difference that drives winds of unimaginable scale. The atmosphere itself becomes a great, flowing river of gas, sweeping from the scorching day side to the cooler night side in a continuous, silent current. These winds move at thousands of miles per hour, yet from a distance they would appear as serene, swirling bands, like the gentle brushstrokes of a cosmic painting, a quiet river of air flowing endlessly through the void. On other worlds, the clouds are made of glass. In the searing heat of these exoplanet atmospheres, silicates vaporize and then condense into delicate, translucent crystals as they rise and cool. Imagine a sky filled with tiny, sparkling particles of glass, each one catching the faint light of its sun and scattering it into a soft, ethereal glow. These silicate clouds would drift and swirl in slow, graceful patterns, a quiet ballet of shimmering dust. It's a place where the very air glitters, a silent, crystalline dreamscape suspended between the stars, a gentle reminder of how creative the universe can be with something as simple as a cloud. And in the deepest, most mysterious layers of certain planetary atmospheres, something truly magical is thought to occur. On worlds like Neptune, the immense pressure can squeeze carbon atoms into a diamond lattice. These newly formed crystals then begin a slow, silent descent, a rain of diamonds falling through the thick, velvety layers of gas. Picture a quiet, endless shower of glittering gems, each one catching a faint inner light as it drifts downward into the planet's hidden heart. It's a gentle, sparkling cascade, a treasure falling through the dark, a secret whispered only in the depths of an alien sky. Imagine a distant star, its light traveling across the vast, silent ocean of space to reach our waiting eyes. When a planet drifts in front of that star, a gentle phenomenon called transmission spectroscopy allows us to glimpse its hidden atmosphere. The starlight filters through the planet's gaseous veil, carrying with it a soft, luminous fingerprint of the elements that float there. It is as if the planet is sharing a quiet secret, each molecule a tender whisper in the cosmic breeze. We watch this delicate dance from afar, our curiosity kindled like a candle in the dark, gently illuminating the mysteries of these far-off worlds. This light, having traveled for eons, brings us a story of distant skies and unseen clouds. Some planets are tidally locked, their faces forever turned toward their star in a quiet, eternal embrace. One side basks in a warm golden glow, a perpetual day of serene light. The other side rests in a permanent starlit shadow, a night that never ends. Between these two extremes lies a peaceful twilight zone where temperatures find a gentle balance. Here, the air drifts softly from the warm side to the cool, a tender breath connecting the two halves. It is a place of quiet harmony where the harsh contrasts of the cosmos melt into a soothing, timeless dance. The landscape is forever draped in a soft, dusky light, inviting the imagination to wander through its serene valleys. In our search for life beyond Earth, researchers listen for the quiet whispers of biosignatures. These are gases like oxygen or methane, drifting through a planet's atmosphere like soft, secret messages. They are gentle clues, suggesting that somewhere in the vast darkness a world might be cradling the tender beginnings of life. Imagine a distant planet, its air carrying the faint breath of living things, a subtle promise of something more. We strain to hear these whispers across the light years, our hearts filled with a quiet hope. Each detection is a delicate thread, weaving a story of possibility in the cosmic tapestry. These biosignatures are like the first notes of a lullaby, sung by a planet to the universe, telling us that life might be stirring in its gentle embrace. Super-Earths, those larger cousins of our own world, often wear atmospheres thick and insulating, like a warm, heavy blanket of vapor. This dense shroud wraps the planet in a serene, pressurized embrace, where heat is distributed evenly across the sleeping landscape. Imagine a world where the air itself is a comforting weight, pressing gently down on the surface. The temperatures are balanced, with no harsh extremes, just a quiet, uniform warmth that cradles the terrain. It is a place of deep tranquility, where the winds are soft and the climate is a lullaby, soothing the planet into a peaceful slumber. Under this thick, vaporous quilt, the world rests, its secrets hidden in the calm. Many distant worlds are enveloped in vast, floating oceans of water vapor, creating a realm of endless, soft mist. These planetary clouds drift in a timeless dance, blurring the line between the deep atmosphere and the silent stars. Imagine a world where the sky is a tender, swirling veil, and every breath is a kiss of moisture. The mist hangs in the air like a dream, catching the faint light of a distant sun and scattering it into 1,000 gentle glows. The horizon is but a suggestion, a place where the world seems to breathe in a quiet, eternal rhythm. The stars peek through the haze like gentle eyes, watching over this misty, sleeping world. It is a landscape of pure tranquility, where the soul might wander and never feel lost. Imagine, if you will, the distant worlds that drift through the cosmos, each one a quiet mystery waiting to be pondered. Let your mind wander to places where the very air shimmers with the unexpected, where the laws of nature paint scenes of serene beauty. Tonight we explore these gentle wonders, letting curiosity guide us like a soft breeze. On some of these far-off planets, the clouds are not made of water vapor, but of something far more extraordinary. Picture a sky where gemstones glint softly in the starlight, their facets catching the faint glow from a distant sun. Or imagine clouds of liquid metals, swirling in slow, graceful currents like rivers of silver in the heavens. On worlds of intense heat, tiny particles of silicate condense into droplets of molten rock. This creates a rain of liquid glass that falls slowly through a warm, golden haze, each droplet catching the light like a fleeting jewel. It is a serene and silent storm, a delicate dance of elements in a place we can only dream of, a lullaby of light and motion. Astronomers have found giant gas worlds known as hot Jupiters, nestled so close to their stars that they are locked in a permanent embrace. One hemisphere is bathed in an eternal glowing daylight, a constant sunrise that never fades, painting the sky in perpetual hues of amber and rose. The other side rests in a timeless velvet shadow,
a night that has lasted for eons, where stars are the only companions. This division creates a world of stark yet peaceful contrast, where the line between day and night is a soft, perpetual twilight, a boundary between two serene realms. It is a place where time itself seems to stand still, holding its breath in quiet wonder. Consider the planet WASP 76b, where the atmosphere itself is a place of surreal transitions. On its scorching day side, iron exists not as a solid but as a floating vapor, a metallic mist that drifts through the air like a ghostly veil. As searing winds carry this vapor to the cooler night side, it gently condenses into droplets of liquid iron. Imagine a rain not of water but of molten metal falling softly through the darkness, each drop a tiny glowing ember in the quiet night. This iron rain whispers down, a gentle shower that paints the landscape in subtle, shimmering patterns. It is a world where the elements themselves are in a constant, peaceful flux, a reminder of the universe's quiet creativity. On other distant planets, the weather is shaped by a phenomenon called superrotation. Here, winds move in a slow, sweeping motion, carrying heat from the eternal day to the endless night. These atmospheric rivers wrap around the planet like a soft, shimmering ribbon of warmth, a gentle current that balances the extremes. Picture this ribbon as a silken thread, glowing faintly in the starlight, weaving a tapestry of calm across the alien sky. It flows with a steady, soothing rhythm, like a heartbeat of the planet, connecting the two halves in a tender embrace. This motion is a silent symphony, a dance of air that brings equilibrium to a world of contrasts. And in our search for life beyond Earth, we look for biosignatures, the quiet clues hidden in a planet's air. Gases like oxygen, methane, and dimethyl sulfide drift as chemical whispers, subtle hints that peaceful biological processes may be unfolding far across the galaxy. These are not loud declarations but soft murmurs, like the breath of a sleeping world, inviting us to listen closely. Each molecule is a potential messenger, a tiny note in a cosmic song that speaks of life's gentle persistence. They suggest that somewhere, in the vast silence, life might be gently stirring, just as it does here on our own blue marble. It is a thought that fills the heart with a quiet, hopeful warmth. Imagine a world called K2-18b, a place so captivating that astronomers have given it a special name, a Hycean planet. This term describes a globe entirely covered by a vast, deep ocean wrapped in a thick, hydrogen-rich atmosphere. The pressure and temperature there exist in a serene balance, allowing a global sea to gently cradle the surface. It is a world without continents, where the water stretches endlessly under a hazy sky, and the only weather is the slow, quiet movement of vapor rising and falling. In this distant, peaceful realm, the line between ocean and air blurs, and the very concept of a storm becomes a soft, liquid whisper. Transmission spectroscopy is a gentle technique, a way of listening to the light that filters through a planet's atmosphere as it passes before its star. When a world transits, a faint glow of starlight passes through its gaseous envelope, carrying with it the chemical fingerprints of that alien air. Scientists can read this light like a quiet cosmic story, revealing the presence of water vapor, carbon dioxide, and even distant mists. It is as if the planet breathes out its secrets, and we are simply patient enough to catch them. This method turns a tiny distant dot into a world with character, with weather, with a story told in the softest of light. Some exoplanets orbit M-dwarf stars, which are small, cool red suns that cast a warm, dim light over their planetary systems. These stars are the embers of the cosmos, burning slowly and gently for billions of years. A planet in such a system would be bathed in a perpetual, soft amber twilight, never knowing the harsh glare of a brighter sun. The sky might glow with a deep orange hue, and the clouds, if they exist, would be painted in shades of rust and gold. It is a quiet, dreamy light, one that invites the imagination to wander through a landscape of eternal sunset. The weather on such a world would be slow and gentle, driven by the soft warmth of a star that barely changes. In the deep layers of gas giants, the pressure becomes so immense that hydrogen can transition into a liquid metallic state. This creates a quiet, shimmering internal ocean, a hidden sea of flowing metal that generates a protective magnetic field around the world. Imagine descending through the thick clouds, past storms and winds, until you reach a place where the atmosphere itself becomes a liquid mirror. This metallic hydrogen ocean is not like any water we know. It is a strange, conductive fluid that wraps the planet's core in a gentle, magnetic embrace. It shields the world from the harshness of space, a silent guardian born from the planet's own crushing depths. The concept of the habitable zone is a peaceful band of space where the temperature is just right for liquid water to pool on a surface. Often called the Goldilocks zone, it is not too hot, not too cold, but just right. In this gentle region, atmospheres can drift in a delicate equilibrium, fostering the possibility of quiet, floating clouds. Imagine a world where the sky is filled with soft, white clouds drifting over a calm ocean, the air warm and moist. The weather here would be a gentle cycle, a slow dance of evaporation and rain, never too violent, always nurturing. It is a place where life might find a quiet foothold hidden in the mist. Are you still drifting with me? Somewhere between the ocean skies of K2-18b and the amber twilight of a red dwarf world. That's okay, you don't need to be awake for this. But if you are, there's a whole universe of weather waiting to be imagined. If you're enjoying this, a like helps other night owls find their way here. Now, let your mind drift further into the quiet depths of space. Imagine a world where the rain is not water, but liquid glass. On a distant exoplanet called HD 189733b, the atmosphere is rich with silicate particles. These particles condense into a shimmering, translucent rain that drifts sideways across the endless horizon. The winds that carry this rain are swift, yet the scene feels calm and serene. It is a quiet, beautiful storm of light, a gentle cascade of glowing droplets in a faraway sky. The glassy rain flows peacefully, painting the atmosphere with soft, luminous streaks. It is a dreamscape where the very air sparkles with a quiet, ethereal beauty. It is a world of soft, flowing light, where the rain itself is a quiet, glassy dream. And on some other distant worlds, snow is made of tiny diamonds. In the deep, high-pressure atmospheres of these planets, carbon condenses into precious crystals. These diamond snowflakes drift slowly downward, glittering softly in the faint starlight. They settle on the surface like a blanket of sparkling dust. It is a gentle, quiet snowfall, a treasure from the sky. Each flake is a delicate, frozen moment of beauty, floating peacefully to the ground. The whole world glows with a soft, diamond light, a silent lullaby of gemstones. The air is still, and the only movement is the gentle descent of these tiny, precious stars. Deep in the cosmos, there are giant planets called hot Jupiters. Their atmospheres are filled with a warm, metallic haze of vaporized iron. These iron clouds glow with a perpetual golden light, like a soft sunset that never fades. In the darker regions, the vapor cools and descends as a quiet, metallic rain. It is a gentle, shimmering shower, a peaceful fall of liquid metal. The rain falls softly, painting the sky with streaks of molten gold. It is a serene, otherworldly scene, a quiet lullaby of iron. The golden haze drifts slowly, and the metallic rain whispers down, a soothing rhythm in the silence of space. The iron clouds drift like golden dreams, and the rain falls like a soft, metallic sigh. On a planet called WASP-76b, the temperature difference between day and night is vast. This creates a celestial cycle where iron vapor drifts from the scorching day side to the cool night side. There, it condenses into a serene, midnight rain of molten metal. The rain falls quietly, a soft cascade of liquid iron in the darkness. It is a gentle, rhythmic shower, a peaceful metallic whisper on the night side of this distant world. The day side blazes with heat, but the night side is calm and cool. The iron vapor travels like a quiet breath, then descends as a tender rain. It is a world of contrasts, where the night is soothed by a gentle, glowing shower. It is a world of quiet transformation, where the day's fierce heat becomes the night's gentle rain. In the quiet reaches of the Kepler system, Some planets are vast ocean worlds. They are wrapped in thick, insulating atmospheres, like a warm, heavy blanket. This blanket traps heat, keeping the global oceans liquid and peaceful, even far from their parent star. The waters are deep and calm, stretching endlessly under a soft, hazy sky. It is a world of profound stillness, a silent, blue dream floating in the cosmos. The atmosphere holds the warmth close, a tender guardian against the cold of space. Beneath that blanket, the oceans may be teeming with quiet life, or they may be perfectly still, a serene liquid world lost in a gentle sleep. These ocean worlds are like peaceful, watery pearls, floating in the vast, dark sea of space. Imagine a world where the sky is always soft and orange, like a sunset that never fades. The atmosphere is rich with methane and a gentle haze, filtering the starlight into a warm amber glow. This light bathes the landscape in a timeless, peaceful radiance. It feels as if time itself has slowed down, resting in a quiet, eternal moment. The air is still, and the horizon glows with a steady, comforting light. Every shadow is soft, and the world seems to breathe in a slow, meditative rhythm. This gentle glow invites you to pause and simply be wrapped in the warmth of a permanent dusk. In our search for life beyond Earth, we look for the delicate balance of gases in a planet's breath. Oxygen and methane, floating together in harmony, suggest the quiet work of living processes. This subtle dance of molecules hints at life drifting unseen, carried on distant winds. It is a soft whisper from the cosmos, a sign of peaceful existence. When these gases coexist, they tell a story of quiet biology, of organisms breathing and thriving in the vastness of space. This search is like listening for a faint heartbeat in the silence, a reminder that life might be drifting peacefully out there, hidden in the gentle breeze of a faraway world. Some planets are tidally locked, with one side always facing their star in endless day. The other side rests in perpetual night, cool and dark. Between them lies a narrow, shimmering ribbon of twilight, where temperatures are mild and winds flow in a slow, steady stream. This gentle zone is a place of balance, a quiet meeting of light and shadow. The twilight band circles the planet like a soft, glowing ring, where the air is neither too hot nor too cold. It is a realm of eternal dawn or dusk, where the winds whisper secrets of both sides, and the light is always gentle, never harsh. Astronomers use a method called transmission spectroscopy to study these distant atmospheres. As a planet passes in front of its star, starlight filters through the air, carrying subtle clues. This soft light reveals the presence of water vapor, carbon dioxide, or drifting clouds through gentle shifts in color. It is a quiet observation, a peaceful reading of the planet's hidden story. The starlight, after its journey through the atmosphere, brings us whispers of what lies beyond. Each spectrum is like a soft, colorful fingerprint telling us about the air and the possible skies of these far-off worlds. The James Webb Space Telescope allows us to peer into the quiet chemistry of distant skies. It detects the faint signatures of ammonia and water, molecules that drift like ghostly veils across the stars. These discoveries remind us of the shared watery origins of the universe. They connect us to the cosmos in a profound, peaceful way, like a memory of our own beginnings. The telescope's gaze is soft and patient, revealing the delicate threads that link all worlds. In these distant atmospheres, we see reflections of our own story, a reminder that the universe is filled with the same gentle elements that gave rise to us. Picture a world far away, where the clouds are not made of water but of shimmering gemstones. On these hot exoplanets, the heat is so intense that minerals rise as vapor, forming gentle drifts of sapphire and ruby. These jeweled clouds float peacefully through the atmosphere, catching the light of a distant sun. The sky becomes a soft, sparkling canvas, quiet and full of wonder. It is a place where the air itself feels precious, a dream of color and calm. On other silent worlds, the rain is made of glass, drifting sideways in steady winds. The atmosphere holds silicate vapors that cool and condense into tiny, translucent shards. These shards flow like a river, moving across the landscape, in a soft, endless stream. The ground remains still, untouched by the gentle cascade. It is a world of quiet motion, where the wind carries a crystal whisper through the air. In the deep quiet of space, some planets hold a soft secret. Their atmospheres contain water vapor, a gentle hint of habitability. As these worlds drift across their stars, the starlight filters through their air. Scientists watch this slow passage, and in the light, they see the signature of water. It is a quiet clue, a dream of life stirring somewhere far away. The universe shares these whispers in silence, waiting to be heard. There are worlds called hot Jupiters, locked in a timeless dance. One side always faces its sun, bathed in a warm, eternal glow. The other side rests in a frozen shadow, never seeing the light. Between them, a slow wind moves, carrying warmth from the day to the night. This wind is a gentle balance, a soft breath that connects the two halves. It flows without end, a quiet rhythm in the vastness of space. Some exoplanets are wrapped in thick velvet clouds that hide their surfaces from view. These atmospheres are like soft blankets, filled with haze that scatters the light. The distant suns shine through, and the light breaks into deep hues of orange and gold. The sky becomes a painting of warm, muted colors, calm and serene. Beneath this veil, the planet sleeps, its secrets held safe by the gentle, glowing mist. Now, let your mind drift further into the quiet wonders of distant worlds. Imagine a planet floating gently across the face of its star, a tiny shadow in the vastness. Scientists use a peaceful method called transmission spectroscopy to study these alien skies. As the planet glides by, its atmosphere acts like a soft prism, spreading the starlight into a hidden rainbow. Each color whispers the name of a gas, telling us what the air is made of without ever disturbing the stillness. On some enormous worlds, the sky itself is a dream of warmth and weight. Deep within a gas giant, the atmosphere grows so dense and hot that it begins to rain. But this is not the rain we know. It is a slow, drifting fall of liquid iron, heavy droplets that shimmer as they descend. They float down through the glowing air, a quiet metallic mist, sinking softly into the crushing depths below, where the pressure becomes unimaginable. There are other worlds that orbit small, cool red dwarf stars bathing in a gentle, crimson light. These tranquil systems hold atmospheres thick with carbon dioxide, a quiet blanket that wraps around the planet. The warmth is not fierce, but enduring, a soft and steady embrace that lasts for eons. Under that ruby sky, the air itself holds the heat close, a silent, protective presence. Some planets are called super-Earths, and their atmospheres are like nothing we can touch. They may be deep, silent oceans of liquid hydrogen, a substance so light on our world but so heavy there. In these serene environments, the pressure is so immense that the air and the sea become one. There is no clear boundary, just a slow, shimmering transition from gas to fluid, a quiet, flowing world without a shore. And so we search for signs of life, a quest as delicate as listening for a faint whisper from across the galaxy. Researchers look for a gentle balance in the atmosphere, a quiet dance between oxygen and methane. These two gases together suggest something living might be breathing. It is a soft signal, a peaceful hint that life may be drifting on a world far from our own, a silent companion in the cosmic night. Imagine a world where the clouds are not made of water, but of shimmering gemstones. On certain high-temperature exoplanets, the atmosphere is so hot that minerals like corundum condense, creating a gentle, drifting rain of liquid rubies and sapphires. This rain does not fall harshly, but rather floats down like soft, colorful petals. The sky is a canvas of quiet reds and blues, blending together in a peaceful haze. Each droplet catches the faint starlight, sparkling gently before it settles. It is a world of silent, gemstone dreams, where the very air is a treasure. You can almost feel the softness of the ruby mist, a gentle caress on the skin of imagination. The quiet beauty of this place invites the mind to wander and rest.
Some distant worlds experience a celestial phenomenon known as glass rain, where silicate vapors cool into tiny droplets. These crystalline fragments float softly through the air, creating a glittering, translucent haze that wraps the planet in a quiet, sparkling glow. This haze is like a soft, shimmering blanket, covering the world in a peaceful light. The fragments drift without sound, catching the starlight and scattering it into a million tiny rainbows. It is a place of gentle, glassy dreams, where the sky is a quiet, sparkling sea. The light plays softly on the surface, creating a calm, meditative rhythm. This quiet, glittering world feels like a dream within a dream, a place where time slows down. The soft sparkle invites a deep, restful peace.
There are giant gas worlds where the weather is an endless, swirling dance of iron. In these deep, warm atmospheres, iron vaporizes into a gaseous state and then slowly condenses, falling as a rhythmic, metallic rain across the endless horizon. This rain falls with a steady, soothing pattern like a quiet, metallic lullaby. The drops are heavy but gentle, creating a soft, rhythmic sound that echoes through the atmosphere. It is a world of iron dreams, where the sky is a canvas of swirling, metallic hues. The rain never stops, but it is a peaceful, eternal rhythm that lulls the mind into calm. You can almost hear the soft, metallic whisper as each drop falls, a gentle reminder of the universe's quiet power. Astronomers have discovered hot Jupiters, planets that are tidally locked to their stars, meaning one side is always bathed in golden light while the other rests in eternal shadow. This creates a peaceful but powerful wind that carries warmth from the day side to the night side in a slow atmospheric river. This wind is a gentle, flowing current, a soft breath that connects the two halves of the world. It moves without hurry, a quiet, atmospheric dance that balances the planet. The day side is a warm, golden dream, while the night side is a cool, shadowy rest. The wind flows between them, a peaceful, eternal bridge. This gentle river of air is a lullaby for the planet, a soft, constant song that never ends. On some planets, the clouds are composed of fluffy, floating salts and sulfides. These chemical mists create soft, pastel-colored layers in the sky, drifting lazily in the low gravity of a distant solar system. The colors are soothing, like a watercolor painting, floating without hurry. These clouds move with a gentle, dreamy grace, painting the sky in hues of soft pink, lavender, and pale yellow. It is a world of pastel dreams, where the atmosphere is a quiet, floating garden. The low gravity allows the clouds to drift slowly, creating a peaceful, hypnotic dance. This soft, colorful sky is a gentle invitation to let go of all thoughts and simply be. It is a place of quiet, floating beauty where the mind can drift like the clouds. The study of transmission spectroscopy allows us to see the ghostly fingerprints of light passing through a planet's atmosphere. Imagine starlight traveling across the vastness of space and gently filtering through the air of a distant world. This light carries with it the soft signatures of water vapor, methane, and carbon dioxide. From trillions of miles away, scientists can read these delicate imprints like a quiet story told in the spectrum of light. It is a way of touching the chemistry of another world, without ever leaving our own, a gentle whisper from the cosmos. Some exoplanets possess atmospheres thick with haze, similar to a soft morning fog on Earth. This gentle veil of particles scatters the starlight, bathing the planetary surface in a diffused, muted glow. Every edge is softened, every shadow blurred, as if the world is seen through a dream. The light becomes a tender, amber embrace, wrapping the landscape in a quiet serenity. It is a place where the harshness of reality is filtered away, leaving only a peaceful, hazy stillness, like a memory of dawn. In the quiet depths of some super-Earths, the atmosphere may be so dense that it transitions into a supercritical fluid. Here, the line between air and ocean blurs, creating a warm, floating environment. Gases drift like heavy silk, and the distinction between liquid and vapor fades into a gentle continuum. It is a realm where matter itself is softened, where the atmosphere becomes a soothing, enveloping sea. In this deep, pressurized world, everything is fluid and calm, without sharp edges or clear divisions, just a dreamy, continuous flow. Some worlds orbit small, red dwarf stars, casting a warm, crimson light across their atmospheres. This deep amber glow interacts with the planetary gases, creating sunsets that linger for hours. In this peaceful, unchanging twilight, the sky is a constant, gentle blush, like a soft fire on the horizon. The light is tender and eternal, wrapping the world in a cozy, reddish embrace. Time seems to slow here, and the day never fully ends, only rests in a perpetual, serene dusk, a quiet lullaby of light.
There are planets that drift through the velvet blackness of interstellar space, without a parent star to warm them. These rogue worlds carry their atmospheres like soft, frozen blankets, preserving a silent and chilly stillness. In the deep quiet of the galaxy, they wander alone, their skies forever dark and cold. The atmosphere clings to them, a thin icy shroud, holding in the faint warmth of their cores. It is a lonely, peaceful existence, floating in the vast silent ocean of space, where the only light is the distant, twinkling stars. Still here, that is lovely. You do not need to hold on to any of these alien skies, just let the words drift over you, like a gentle current through a crimson sunset. I will keep talking, you just rest, floating in the quiet of the cosmos.
Let us drift now to distant worlds, where the rain is not water, but tiny droplets of glass. Silicate particles, like the stuff of sand, condense in the heavy atmosphere. These shimmering grains drift slowly, falling sideways in warm, swirling currents of wind. It is a surreal, gentle dance of light and motion, a quiet storm of glittering specks. The sky there must glow with a soft, ethereal beauty, as if filled with a million tiny stars. Each droplet catches the faint light, creating a tapestry of shimmering threads that weave through the air. It is a world of peaceful wonder, where the very rain is a lullaby of light. It is a place where the boundaries between solid and liquid blur into a dream. On a planet called WASP 76b, the heat is so immense that iron turns to vapor. It rises like a ghostly mist, floating upward into the sky. As this metallic air drifts toward the cooler night side, it condenses into delicate droplets of liquid iron. These droplets fall softly through the atmosphere, a rain of molten metal, peaceful and strange. Imagine the quiet patter of these iron tears, glowing faintly as they descend. It is a world of quiet, fiery dreams, where the very elements transform in the twilight. The night side receives this gentle shower, a metallic whisper from the day. The landscape below might shimmer with a metallic sheen, reflecting the gentle iron rain. There are worlds known as hot Jupiters, massive gas giants that hug their stars so closely. They are tidally locked, meaning one side always faces the star, bathed in a permanent, glowing day. The other side rests in a peaceful, frozen night, never touched by the light. Between them lies a gentle, eternal twilight strip, a soft band of dusk that never ends. This twilight zone is a place of constant, quiet transition, where day and night meet in a tender embrace. The winds there might carry a soft, warm glow from the day side, mixing with the cool, dark air of the night. It is a realm of balance, a serene boundary between two extremes. Some exoplanets have clouds made of rubies and sapphires. These precious gemstones form from aluminum oxide, crystallizing in the high atmosphere. They float like tiny glittering sequins in the warm planetary breeze. Imagine a sky filled with sparkling jewels, a soft, colorful haze drifting overhead. The light from the star catches these crystals, scattering into a rainbow of reds and blues. It is a dreamscape of wealth and wonder, where the air itself is adorned with gems. Each breath there would be a treasure, a gentle inhalation of stardust and precious stones. The clouds drift slowly, painting the sky with hues of royalty and romance. We can taste the air of a world light years away, using a technique called transmission spectroscopy. By observing how starlight filters through a planet's atmosphere, we detect the soft signatures of molecules: water vapor, methane, and carbon dioxide. They all leave gentle marks on the light, like fingerprints on a windowpane. It is like reading a whispered secret from the cosmos, a faint breath from a distant shore. This allows us to sense the essence of these far-off places without ever leaving our own. We can close our eyes and imagine the scent of alien rain, the touch of a foreign breeze, all from the quiet dance of light. In this way, we are connected to the universe through the softest of whispers. In the quiet depths of some distant worlds, the atmosphere grows so heavy that it begins to change. The pressure builds and builds until the very air transforms into something new, a shimmering supercritical fluid. There, the line between gas and liquid simply fades away, leaving behind a seamless, floating ocean of air. It is a place of gentle stillness, where the sky and the sea become one. Imagine a world where the clouds are not made of water, but of tiny, sparkling diamonds. Deep inside these planets, the weight of the atmosphere squeezes carbon into delicate crystals. These diamonds drift slowly downward, like a soft, glittering snowfall through layers of hydrogen and helium. They sink deeper and deeper, settling into the warm heart of the world, a quiet treasure hidden in the dark. Far across the galaxy, we search for the faintest signs of life. We look for gases like oxygen or ozone floating in a delicate, balanced dance. These chemical whispers are so subtle, so easy to miss, yet they tell a story of a world breathing softly. A world where life might exist in peaceful stillness, undisturbed by the long, slow passage of eons. Some exoplanets are wrapped in a thick, hazy blanket of hydrocarbons. This mist glows with a soft, golden light, much like the gentle amber skies of Saturn's moon, Titan. The surface below is forever veiled, cushioned in a quiet, chemical embrace. It is a world of muted light and deep, dreamy silence, where the day never fully breaks. And then there are the wanderers, planets that have been gently nudged away from their home stars. They drift alone through the velvet darkness of interstellar space, carrying frozen atmospheres of nitrogen and neon. These rogue worlds travel in perfect peace, untethered and silent, gliding through the vast empty void of the galaxy. They are the quietest of all, dreaming in the dark. Imagine a world where the rain is not water but tiny drops of glass. On these distant scorching planets, the heat is so intense that minerals in the air melt and then gently condense into delicate, shimmering droplets. The wind carries these translucent grains in a quiet, endless flow, like a soft current of light. The whole sky sparkles with a peaceful, floating crystal haze, a silent dance of glass. It is a place of quiet wonder, where the very air glitters with a dreamy, otherworldly beauty. There are worlds called hot Jupiters, massive gas giants that drift so close to their stars that their atmospheres glow with a soft, golden warmth. These planets are tidally locked, meaning one side rests in eternal, peaceful daylight, while the other side is wrapped in a permanent, velvet shadow. The day side is bathed in a gentle, never-ending sunset, the clouds painted in hues of amber and rose. The night side is a deep, quiet darkness, a calm ocean of shadow. Between them lies a twilight zone where the light softly fades, a serene transition from day to night. The winds move slowly, a quiet breath carrying warmth across the silent world. In the deep reaches of space, some exoplanets are thought to have clouds made of rubies and sapphires. These precious gemstones form as aluminum oxide condenses in the warm air, drifting slowly through the haze like tiny glimmering jewels. Imagine a sky where every cloud is a treasure, a soft, shimmering veil of pink and blue. The starlight filters through these crystal clouds, scattering into a gentle, pastel glow. It is a quiet, magical place, where the very air is adorned with the colors of a peaceful dawn. These gemstone droplets float weightlessly, a silent snowfall of tiny precious stones, never reaching the ground, just drifting in the warm, hazy atmosphere. On a world known as WASP 76b, the atmosphere holds a quiet wonder. Here, iron vaporizes into a shimmering mist on the scorching day side. As this metallic air drifts toward the cooler night side, it gently condenses into liquid iron rain. The droplets fall softly through the dark, a silent, silvery shower. It is a place of strange, peaceful beauty, where the rain is made of molten metal, glistening in the faint starlight. The iron rain falls in a slow, steady rhythm, a distant lullaby painting the landscape in quiet, silvery hues.
Far across the galaxy, there are worlds called Hycean planets, covered entirely in vast, deep oceans beneath a thick, hydrogen-rich atmosphere. These water worlds are serene and muffled, where the sky is a pale, hazy dome and the light is soft and diffuse. Deep blue currents flow slowly, endlessly, in a quiet, global dance. No land touches the surface, just an eternal peaceful sea stretching to every horizon. It is a place of profound calm, a floating world of gentle waves and whispered breezes, dreaming silently in the starlight.
Using a method called transmission spectroscopy, astronomers observe a gentle phenomenon. As a planet passes in front of its star, the starlight filters through the atmosphere. This soft glow carries the chemical fingerprints of water vapor, methane, and carbon dioxide. It is like the planet is whispering its secrets to us, revealing its composition in a quiet, luminous breath. The light tells a story of what lies within that distant world, a story told in the softest of tones. Each molecule leaves a unique mark, a subtle signature in the spectrum of light. And so, we learn about these faraway places without ever leaving home, simply by listening to the light. Some exoplanets are wrapped in cloud decks made of sulfur, a soft, pale yellow embrace. These dense layers of mist drift lazily across the horizon, diffusing the starlight into a warm, muted glow. The entire planet rests under this gentle cover, where the light is always tender and calm. It is a place of quiet beauty, where the atmosphere itself becomes a soothing blanket, cradling the world in a perpetual twilight. The sulfur clouds move slowly, like a dreamy veil, softening every edge and shadow. From afar, these worlds appear as pale orbs, glowing with a serene, diffuse light. The mist never clears, but instead creates an unchanging landscape of peace. On some worlds, the atmospheric pressure is so immense that carbon condenses into floating diamonds. These glittering particles drift through the heavy air, settling slowly like a quiet, sparkling snowfall. It is a scene of silent wonder, where the sky itself seems to shimmer with a soft, crystalline light. Imagine standing on such a planet, watching the diamond dust drift down. Each particle catches the faint starlight, twinkling like a distant memory. The thick air holds them in a slow, suspended fall, a moment of beauty that seems to last forever. It is a world of quiet magic, where the very atmosphere is filled with a gentle, luminous grace. The James Webb Space Telescope allows us to observe the gentle chemistry of distant skies with unprecedented clarity. By capturing the soft infrared light, it unveils the quiet presence of molecules that could signal the breath of a living world. This patient observer watches from the darkness, revealing the subtle signs of life in the cosmos. It sees what our eyes cannot, the warm glow of alien atmospheres, and deciphers the chemical stories written in the light. Each observation is a step closer to understanding our place in the universe, a soft revelation in the vast, silent night. The telescope whispers secrets of water, methane, and the potential for life, a quiet promise of what might be. On many exoplanets, the atmosphere moves in a slow, rhythmic circulation. Heat flows from the day side to the night side, creating a peaceful, drifting breeze. This celestial flow wraps around the planet in a balanced, eternal cycle. It is a quiet dance of air, a gentle pulse that keeps the world in harmony. The atmosphere breathes in a slow, steady rhythm, never rushing, always flowing. This soft wind connects the light and dark sides, carrying warmth and calm in a serene, unending exchange. It is a celestial lullaby, a rhythmic flow that cradles the planet in a gentle embrace, a reminder of the peaceful, enduring nature of the cosmos. Close your eyes and let your imagination drift to worlds far beyond our own, where the very fabric of reality is woven from dreams. Picture a distant planet where the rain is not water but liquid sapphires and rubies. The atmosphere is thick with warm, glowing gases, and from these clouds, shimmering droplets fall gently. Each drop catches the light, sparkling like 1,000 tiny jewels, drifting down in a soft, endless cascade. The air is warm and fragrant, and the ground glistens with a blanket of precious stones. It is a place of quiet opulence, where the night sky is alive with color, and the only sound is the gentle patter of gemstone rain. Now let your mind drift to another world, one where the air itself is made of vaporized iron. The atmosphere is a soft, metallic mist that hangs in the stillness, glowing faintly in the dim light of a distant star. As the planet turns and the shadows lengthen, this mist begins to cool and condense. Tiny, glittering flakes of iron form and start to fall, a silent, metallic snow that drifts down through the haze. It settles on the surface in a quiet, shimmering layer, like a blanket of silver dust. The world is hushed and peaceful, wrapped in a deep iron slumber. There are planets called hot Jupiters, massive and warm, locked in a close embrace with their stars. On these worlds, the winds flow in a constant, gentle stream from the scorching day side to the cooler night side. This endless breeze carries heat and light, balancing the temperatures in a slow, sweeping motion. The air moves like a soft, planetary breath, a continuous whisper that soothes the surface. Imagine standing on such a world, feeling the warm wind caress your skin as the sky shifts from brilliant gold to deep, velvety blue. It is a dance of warmth and calm, a lullaby of the cosmos. Travel further, and you might find a world where the clouds are made of silicate, the same stuff as sand. These clouds are not heavy or dark but light and glassy, floating in layers high above. They catch the faint light of a distant star and diffuse it into a muted, golden glow that wraps around the entire planet. The sky is a soft, sandy haze, and the light filters down like a warm, gentle blanket. Below, the landscape is quiet and still, bathed in a perpetual twilight. It is a world of soft edges and warm hues, a serene, golden dream. And then there are planets with atmospheres so thick and heavy that they create a deep, crushing silence. The air is dense, almost like a warm fluid, and it presses in from all sides. In this profound, quiet, sound travels not as sharp noises but as slow, humming vibrations. You can feel the gentle pulse of the planet, a deep, resonant thrum that echoes through the stillness. The world is a place of immense pressure and calm, where the very air cradles you in a warm, liquid embrace. The silence is not empty but full, a soothing hum that lulls you into the deepest rest. Let these distant worlds carry you away. Feel the soft rain of gems, the quiet snowfall of metal, the gentle winds of balance, the golden light of sand clouds, and the deep, humming silence of heavy air. You are floating among the stars, safe and warm, drifting deeper into a peaceful sleep. Close your eyes now. Let the warmth of the dark carry you away, like a soft, deep blanket that wraps around your shoulders. We are drifting through the quiet of space, where the universe breathes in slow, gentle rhythms. Feel the stillness around you, a vast and peaceful calm that holds you close. There is nothing to do but listen and let go of the day. Let the silence fill you, a deep, quiet ocean of rest. On tidally locked planets, there is a place where day and night never fully part. The Terminator line is a realm of eternal twilight, a delicate balance of light and shadow. The atmosphere rests in a soft, perpetual dawn that meets a quiet, endless dusk. The air is still and deep, a warm breath against the cool dark. It is a place of gentle transition, where time seems to pause and the world holds its breath. Here, the sky is a canvas of muted colors, a soft blend of rose and indigo that never fades. Drifting onward, we find other quiet mysteries. Scientists use a gentle method to study these distant skies. By watching a star's light filter through an alien atmosphere, they peel back its layers with care. This transmission spectroscopy reveals the quiet signatures of water vapor and methane. It is like listening to the soft, unseen breath of a world, a whisper of its hidden life. Each molecule tells a story, a faint, delicate note in the symphony of the cosmos. It is a slow, patient work, like reading a poem written in light. And deep within these worlds, there are secrets even more hidden. Deep within some exoplanets, the pressure is so vast that carbon transforms into tiny, glittering gemstones. Imagine a rain of diamonds, drifting slowly through layers of cool, dark gas. Each crystal falls like a soft secret, shimmering in the deep, quiet interior. It is a gentle cascade of light in the stillness, a silent, sparkling dance that no eye will ever see. The diamonds drift down, down into the endless dark, a soft, glittering sleep. But above, in the skies, there are whispers of life. The presence of oxygen and ozone in a distant sky is a quiet whisper of potential life. These gases weave a protective, airy blanket, shielding the surface from the drifting radiation of its parent star. It is a soft, invisible embrace, a warm and quiet promise that holds the essence of something more. This blanket is thin but strong, a tender shield against the harshness of space. It is like a lullaby sung by the planet itself, a soft, sustaining breath. And all around, the universe holds its ancient memories. Many exoplanets are wrapped in vast, shimmering envelopes of hydrogen and helium. These light gases float in immense, translucent clouds, mirroring the peaceful composition of the early universe. It is a deep, quiet reminder of where we all came from, a soft echo of the cosmos in its infancy. These clouds are like the breath of creation, still lingering in the dark. They are the ancient whispers of the universe, a soft, vast memory of the beginning. Let these thoughts drift away like stardust on a gentle breeze. You are safe. You are still. Sleep now in the soft, endless night, wrapped in the quiet of the stars. The universe watches over you, a silent guardian in the vast, warm dark. Breathe slowly, and let the peace of the cosmos hold you. Good night. Close your eyes and imagine a world where the rain is not water but liquid iron. The atmosphere is so intensely warm that metal drifts as shimmering droplets, condensing on the cooler night side and falling softly through the haze. A deep, heavy stillness wraps around you, and the only sound is the gentle patter of molten rain. Now picture a planet painted in deep cobalt blue, a beautiful and violent place. Winds glide at over 5,000 miles per hour, carrying tiny shards of silicate glass sideways through the clouds. It is a silent, horizontal storm of glistening splinters, a soft blue nightmare hidden in the vast dark. There are worlds called Hycean, a name that blends hydrogen and ocean. These are peaceful spheres, covered entirely by deep, warm seas, wrapped in a thick blanket of hydrogen gas. The pressure is immense but gentle, a soft, floating embrace where the boundary between sky and water blurs into a single, quiet vastness. We can taste these distant skies with a gentle method called transmission spectroscopy. As a planet drifts across its star, the starlight filters through its atmosphere, leaving behind a unique chemical fingerprint. It is a soft, silent whisper of light that tells us of water vapor and methane, secrets carried across the void. And in the quiet depths of some warm gas giants, the clouds themselves are made of gemstones. The pressure and heat allow corundum to form, so it may rain rubies and sapphires. Imagine a velvet sky, deep and dark, where tiny jewels drift down like soft-colored snow, a silent cascade of precious light. Drift with me now to the TRAPPIST-1 system, where 7 small rocky worlds circle a cool red dwarf star. The light there is a soft permanent twilight, a warm crimson glow that touches everything with gentle fingers. These atmospheres might hold the quiet ingredients for life, a tender breath in the vast stillness. Imagine standing on one of these worlds, feeling the soft ruddy light on your skin, a quiet eternal sunset that never fades, a deep calm that settles into your bones. Some planets are tidally locked, one side always facing the sun in an eternal golden afternoon. The other side is frozen night, deep and silent and still, a realm of perpetual shadow. Between them lies a peaceful terminator line, a ring of eternal twilight where temperatures are just right. Soft clouds linger there, drifting in a gentle balance, a place of perfect calm where day and night meet in a tender embrace. The light there is a soft whisper, a warm sigh against the cold, a quiet lullaby for the soul. Atmospheric haze on distant worlds acts like a soft frosted lens, blurring the sharp edges of reality. High-altitude mists of tholins or sulfur scatter the light, wrapping the planet in a muted, dreamy glow. The surface stays hidden, a secret beneath this gentle veil, a world of soft mystery. You can almost feel the haze, a cool mist that diffuses the light, creating a quiet, luminous blanket that cradles the planet in stillness. It is a tender shroud, a soft focus that turns the world into a painting of light and shadow. The James Webb Space Telescope orbits as a quiet sentinel, far from Earth in the deep cold of space. Its golden mirrors capture the faintest infrared whispers, detecting the subtle warmth of carbon dioxide. It maps the breadth of worlds trillions of miles away, a silent watcher feeling the gentle pulse of distant atmospheres. Each whisper of data is a soft sigh from the cosmos, a tender secret revealed in the vast quiet. The telescope listens with infinite patience, its golden eyes drinking in the faintest heat, a quiet guardian of the night. In the furthest reaches of the galaxy, rogue planets drift through the velvet blackness of interstellar space. They are lonely, without a star, but they keep a dim warmth from slow radioactive decay. A quiet internal glow cradles them in the void, a soft light in the endless night. These silent wanderers carry a gentle heat through the cold, a faint heartbeat in the deep dark, a tender warmth that never fades. They are the orphans of the cosmos, wrapped in their own quiet glow, drifting forever in the soft, vast stillness. On some distant worlds, the atmospheric pressure is so immense that it transforms carbon into a gentle rain of diamonds, each crystal drifting down from the clouds like a silent, sparkling tear, catching the faint light of a distant sun as it falls in a slow, serene descent, blanketing the alien landscape in a soft, shimmering hush where the very air seems to weep precious stones and the ground is forever adorned with the quiet, frozen beauty of the sky's tears. A place where the universe's hidden artistry is revealed in every glittering drop. A peaceful, diamond-studded dreamscape that whispers of the cosmos's patient, crystalline heart. And in this silent world, the only sound is the soft, eternal sigh of gemstones settling upon the surface, a lullaby of light and stone. Astronomers have discovered a world where the weather is so exotic that it likely rains molten glass, flowing like a warm, translucent river from the sky, a phenomenon born of extreme heat where silica evaporates and settles back in soft, glowing sheets, painting the planet in a gentle, liquid light that cascades over the terrain in a serene, silent flood, a place where the atmosphere becomes a furnace of creation, forging rivers of glass that flow endlessly, their warm, amber glow illuminating the darkness with a quiet, ethereal beauty, and as these molten streams meander, They whisper of the fierce, patient forces that shape the cosmos, a world where the rain is a soft, shimmering veil of liquid glass, a testament to the universe's wonder crafted from extreme elements. There are giant planets known as hot Jupiters that are tidally locked, meaning one side always faces its star in eternal light while the other rests in a peaceful, permanent shadow, and this creates a slow, sweeping wind that carries warmth from the day side to the cool, dark night, a gentle, ceaseless breath bridging the two faces of the world, where the day side blazes in unending brilliance and the night side slumbers in quiet, star-kissed darkness, and in the twilight zone between, the winds sing a soft, eternal lullaby, a place of perpetual contrast where light and shadow dance in serene cosmic balance, and the planet becomes a living poem of fire and ice, a testament to the quiet harmony in the universe's most extreme creations. In the quiet reaches of the cosmos, some exoplanets may possess Hycean worlds, featuring vast, global oceans tucked beneath a thick, hydrogen-rich atmosphere, these deep floating seas creating a serene environment that scientists believe could be a cradle for quiet forms of life, a place where the waters stretch endlessly under a soft, hazy sky, their gentle waves whispering secrets of potential life in the deep, and the thick atmosphere above acts as a warm, protective blanket, nurturing a silent, hidden biosphere that thrives in the peaceful, liquid darkness, a world where the only light is a diffuse, ethereal glow filtering through the clouds, and the oceans become a vast, living poem of possibility, a serene and hopeful dream in the cosmic ocean of stars. Scientists use a technique called transmission spectroscopy to study the air of distant worlds, watching as starlight filters softly through a planet's atmosphere, and by observing which colors of light are absorbed, they can identify the peaceful presence of water vapor or methane, a gentle, silent reading of the cosmos's hidden breaths, where the light itself becomes a messenger carrying the secrets of alien skies, and in the spectrum of colors they find the quiet signatures of life's potential, a soft, ethereal fingerprint left by the atmosphere's embrace. A way of listening to the whispers of distant worlds, a serene science that turns starlight into stories, revealing the peaceful compositions of the universe's atmospheres, a quiet dialogue between light and matter speaking of the cosmos's gentle mysteries. On ultra-hot gas giants, iron rain falls as liquid silver droplets, condensing in the cooling air to drape the sky in a shimmering metallic veil. The James Webb Space Telescope catches the faint scent of carbon dioxide on distant worlds, letting us imagine soft breezes and swirling clouds we will never touch. Around cool red dwarf stars, exoplanets bask in a warm amber glow where soft golden light lingers in a perpetual twilight over the horizon. Thick velvet hazes of tholins drape some atmospheres in a deep muted orange, their gentle mists softening the distant sun's light into a quiet glow. In the galaxy's farthest reaches, ghostly thin atmospheres veil quiet worlds, their delicate air whispering secrets of the early universe as they drift. And so our journey through the atmospheres of distant worlds comes to a close. Your mind has wandered across light years, and now it's time to let those visions fade into the quiet of the night. If these whispers of alien weather helped you drift off, perhaps leave a gentle like. And if you subscribe, I'll be here whenever you need a voice to guide you into sleep. Good night, sleep well. And remember, the search for alien skies will always be there, waiting for your dreams to return. Rest now, everything is exactly as it should be.